YouTube. The Asterisk War. I really like this episode. I'm not sure her name, but we meet the vampire sisters. Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know one is a vampire. Not sure the other, but they could possibly be the winner that is Phoenix. Faster. So right now we got Karen and Saya. We got the Vampire Sisters. We got Julius and Ayato. We got the robots, the crazy robots. So, four people. It's gonna be crazy. And obviously we know how it's gonna be matched. Saya and Karen's gonna verse the robots, and obviously Yato is gonna verse the Vampire Girl. So, let me just start off in the beginning where we start off, and we're off at Ayato and Julius running to try to make it to Karen inside his match. And in the midst of it, we see people fighting. They see people fighting, that we used to say. So they see people fighting. They look like, what's going on? It's the vampire girl. So she basically whooping the ass and she sees Ayato and says, and walks up to him. Julius obviously steps in front of him like, what do you want? And it's like, and she said, I have no business with you. Move out the way. And obviously, it looked like they're about to fight, but, Julius says, um, you're forbidden to fight outside the, tournament, so you don't want to get disqualified. And she obviously called upon her weapon, which is a dope ass scythe that control gravity. Think of that, y'all. It controls gravity and it's a scythe. It's fucking cool. So, Ayato and him, jump back quick, and she was like, oh, you reacted quicker than I expected. And at that point, we see her sister. I don't know if she's younger or older, but she scolds her like, "What are you doing? You out here causing, trouble?" And obviously, we can see her sister is good-hearted because she made, the vampire sister and her bow down to say sorry. So that was, really weird, but not weird, but a really good way to introduce a character, I guess. Um, After that, we see Karen and Saya actually fight in their first round, and obviously we see Karen whoop her opponent ass with ease. I mean, with ease. Like, you legit seen 5 seconds of the match. Like, he attacked twice, she dodged, she swung like 3 times, ended up cutting his badge. He's disqualified. So, and then we see Saya, and Saya is a really good fighter. And to be holding a big ass gun, she's pretty quick with it. And the guy had like a sword, so he was like fast, but she was like blocking everything. And then he did like a 10-time stab thing, and she was twisting the gun. Then he jumped up. He obviously was in the wrong because she aimed up and blew him away. So, Saya is definitely the underdog, and Ayato, Julius, and Kieran, obviously. So, she's definitely a good fighter. But after that, we actually see, you know, Julius and Ayato go back to like their room, and she made lunch sandwiches, and he's like, "These are delicious," and she's like, "Well, can you do what you do to Kieran and Saya? I hate being mistreated." And he thinks about it like, "What?" Obviously, Julius want him to pat her head. It's kind of weird to me, patting a girl head. I'm like, "You're not a pet," so. He patted her head. She got, kind of embarrassed and said, "Let's just watch, the next match." And that's where we see Lester and his guy against the Vampire Sisters. Now, we see that they obviously didn't stand a match. They tried to run like a strategy where we can see what the little sisters made of first. and leave the vampire sister with the Scythe alone. So they ran after her, and then the vampire sister said, always using the same strategy. So she obviously used to it. And she used her Scythe gravity thing to stop one dude. And then, he's on the floor, and then she said, do you give up? He said, never. And she basically used the power even more to make him like KO. So it's like she knocked him out with the intense gravity. And Lester actually let a secret be known about her that he used a lot of her energy when she used that gravity. And Lester actually got some good hits on her. And then she said, you know what? Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see how you like it when I'm at full force. And what tripped me out is she went over to her little sister and sucked her blood. And then her scythe started glowing, and we see her little sister power. She's an healer. Automatically, like the little blood wounds healed up. And, it just covered up. So it's like, that's pretty cool if you can legit give her enough power and you keep regenerating it. That's pretty fucking cool and a hard strategy to stop. And at that moment, she got scary because she had started making dark like magic balls and shit. And I think one destroyed Lester weapon. And then like she used the gravity and like made him quit. So she was like, do you quit? And had like the scythe past the neck, and he was like, I give up. So pretty fucking scary. But we do know she is a real vampire, and I am wondering what Julius and Ayato has up their sleeve next. I forgot to tell you guys, we see Julius and Ayato battle another group too. This time was two girls, and Julius said, "Well, you handled the first round. It's my turn." So Julius basically handled it by herself with her fireballs and fire magic. So, I think they have a secret up their up their sleeves, like some kind of duo tag team move. Watch, I'm telling you guys. But that was actually episode 10, I believe. So leave your comments and thoughts below in the comments below. In the comments. So peace out, YouTube.